Hey folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. I'm going to try to pick up right where we left off on the last episode. Last episode, we looked at a condo and an apartment and kind of the price differential there and kind of set the stage for what you get for that extra money. So if you haven't watched that, I'll put a link up in the corner for that one. But anyway, this morning, we're going to head down to the beach and try to get a deal on some seafood and look at some stuff. But tomorrow, if everything goes right, we will be leaving Pattaya and we'll be going on a different type of trip. And a personal situation kind of necessitates that. So I'll talk to you about that and also why it's a different type of trip.
So I came out here to a little bit of a private beach today. I haven't been out here in a long time. A lot of debris out here today. We've had some big storms, probably some big waves washed up a lot of debris and whatnot, but it's been a busy week despite, a shutdown and everything. It's still been a busy week. It almost falls under the category, if it's not one thing, it's another. I'll show you what I mean. A couple funny things happened this week. Here's the first one. It involves V and her motorbike. Take a look at that. I'll come back and explain what we're doing. V and her friend went out and then she called me. She says her scooter broke down. It was pouring down rain. She's all the way on the other side of town, North Pattaya. So it just stopped. About 15 minutes later, it stopped. So I'll go over and investigate what's going on. I think she needs a battery charge or something. But I think her and her friend are at a little tiny motorcycle repair shop over there, sitting on their keisters. So I'll go see what's going on. She sent me her location, but I'm not sure exactly which place. Somewhere here, I don't know. Oh, right there. I went right by it. There they are. Here we are. Right there. Come on.
ทำอะไรล่ะดูสิ นี่
แบตเตอรี่เหรอ
แบตเตอรี่ไม่ดีซื้อแบตเตอรี่ใหม่เลย
Yeah, I think the bike had a new battery in it when we bought it. She may have left lights on or something. I'm not sure. Maybe it just needs a good charge. Well, they charged it. We'll find out what happens.
So we'll see what happens. But it's running. I got here just in the nick of time and saved the day. It broke down on a side street and they had to push it up here in the rain. All right, I guess they're fine. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Come selfie เหรอ
Yes อันนี้สวย
Late last week, we got word that V's mother was ill. And that's coincidentally the exact same time they imposed this, no travel thing. Well, it's not no travel. You need a letter. You need a document. So long story short, V went to the city hall. And actually, she made an appointment like Friday because it was a long holiday weekend. So I think Friday she went. She made an appointment for Wednesday because they were actually closed, I think, for 4 days. And Wednesday morning, first thing, they actually called her back before she even could go for the appointment and said, hey, you don't need a letter. You can just go. There's no more letters. So that's what we were waiting for, this letter and formality, because if you were to leave this area where we live, you're supposed to have a letter. Anyway. A scavenger. Anyway, they came back and said, you don't need the letter. So, okay, that's taken care of. She wants to go see her mom, bring her mom some stuff. She's ill, and she hasn't seen her in a long while. And of course she's getting up in years. So, you never know. But anyway, I said, okay, well, it's not the best time to travel. But in light of the situation, why not? But I'm not taking the bike. She wants to bring a lot of stuff, and I don't know where we're going. That's the other thing. I'll tell you. I said, well, where does she live? And trust me, it's in the middle of nowhere. The middle of nowhere. But I said, show me on a map where she lives. I've got to see what we're dealing with here. And she couldn't do it. The best she could do, finally, after about an hour, is say she lives a kilometer south of a temple in the middle of a rice field. Finally, we found the right temple. And in a 1 kilometer search of that, I finally found the place. It was on Google Streets, Google Maps, the street view. I actually was able to find the exact house. So I know where we're going. But that's a thing. Directions here oftentimes very different than what we may be used to. So speaking of that, different from what we're used to, I told you I'm not taking the bike. Instead, I'm taking this. I've never rented a vehicle here before. You guys know, I always go everywhere on bike. I don't own a car. I've never rented a car, or for that matter, a pickup truck. It's a good little pickup truck. It's done a lot of kilometers, but everything works flawlessly. I've not driven in a long while a car. And especially here, I had to get used to the indicator, or blinker as we call them, being on the opposite side. You know, the steering wheel's on the opposite side, driving on the opposite side of the road to the left. That's not a problem. I'm okay with that. But I just got to get in the habit of turning on my blinker or my indicator instead of the windshield wipers. That would be helpful. I rented this because she wants to take a lot of stuff, and that way we can take the highway and kind of make the trip as short as possible. It's diesel. Now, if you're in Europe, or here, that's no news to you. But in the US, diesels are usually for the bigger trucks, the great big 3,500 class, as we would call them, 3/4 ton, 1 ton trucks. I guess you could get one in a 1/2 ton truck, maybe. But it's rare. Usually 3/4 and above, you can get a diesel, and you pay extra for that. But here, even in a little Nissan truck's got a diesel motor, so you got to use diesel fuel, of course. We'll go up to get some fuel and all that. And while we do that, I'll show you something else funny that happened this week, and maybe a lesson, especially if you live with a Thai lady. Be careful. That's all I got to say. Watch this little segment, and then we'll go up and get what we need to get so we can hit the road. So I just got back from rescuing V, and I told her while she was out, I made an omelet for myself, made a little food, and there was some vegetables on the stove. I'll show you. And I thought, hey, that looks good. I thought it was the normal vegetables she cooks. I thought that would be good. I'll put some of that in my omelet. I'm flexible. Could use a little veg. And it was the most bitter, nasty, acrid taste. It ruined the whole omelet. It permeated through the egg. I had to throw half of it away. So when we got home, I asked her, I said, what's up with this vegetables? This isn't the normal vegetables. And she said, it's a special vegetable. Special. It's for, it's supposed to be some kind of witch doctorish treatment for COVID. I don't know. It's not, but she thinks it is. And it really was to make a tea. She's made a tea out of the vegetables that I was eating, thinking it was something else. So, lesson learned, and I impart my knowledge to you. Never eat any Thai food that you're not sure of what it really is. Ask somebody first. So we'll see what happens. I didn't eat much of it. It was so bitter. I just threw it away. But if she's making tea out of it, I would think eating the leaves wouldn't hurt me, but you never know. I thought it was spinach or something like that. Kundian. Kiên đai mấy?
ไม่ได้
อ๋อ
มันตายแล้ว
Okay.
มันไม่มีเปลือกมันมีเปลือก
She's found those big conch shells just right here. She can eat them. They're good size. I never find anything like that. She's got a whole bag of them. And this beach is only, I don't know, a couple 100 yards long. And she's got a whole bounty of shellfish. I can't even find a clam. Apparently some of these local guys up here in Nha Tien catching a lot of crab today, which is cool, but I think they got them all in that big boat. I don't know, or maybe out here this guy's got some too. She said there's a lot of crab today. Probably, if we waited and they get them ashore, we could probably make a deal on some, probably make a good deal on some. So that quick, they'd already sold the catch of the day. Time we got up here, I mean, I think before the boat even hit shore, the catch of the day was sold. gotta be quicker next time. So we were just walking down this little sidewalk here, which runs right across the water. I was going to inquire about the crabs, and just out of the blue, there was a snake kind of stuck to the wall, and he fell off the wall right in front of me. I think it's a tree snake or vine snake. You guys will know and let me know. But they're quite common. It's a small one, but they actually fall down. One time, one fell when I lived in Bang Sen. One fell out of a tree, landed on the road. I ran over him. I had like less than a second to stop. I couldn't even react in time. And you gotta, sometimes, I mean, it was only another second away from falling on my head. But I don't know, I don't think they're poisonous or anything. He still might bite you. You don't want to get bit by anything like that. But yeah, welcome to Thailand. I told V to let the snake be. I just said, let it be, let it be. She kept sticking the selfie stick in it. I said, just let it be, it'll find its way. It's better just to not touch things and let them go. We got a big cooler because V needs to take some provisions to her mother, so that big ice chest or cooler, whatever you call it, we'll do that so we can buy the stuff and it'll be fresh when she gets it. And we got fuel. I was below half a tank and I got 1,100 baht worth of fuel. So I guess just say maybe it would take 2,000 baht to fill it up, maybe. It's hard to say. I don't know, the bottom end of the tank might be bigger or smaller. A lot of times the last part of the tank is smaller, so maybe it would be about $50 to $60 to fill it up. Well, we gotta go home, pack up everything, get all the rest of the stuff done, and then tomorrow we head out, hopefully. So That'll be next time. All right. Whee! Exit. Yeah, I was supposed to go that way. Okay, turn around.
So there you go, leaving Pattaya on a different type of trip. Very different from me, of course, because usually I'm on the bike, but this time we'll be in a pickup truck. V can bring all the stuff she needs. I'll be out of the rain. It has been raining almost every day, so that'll be a good thing. In case you're interested, I rented this. I have no experience with renting a car. I don't know anything about it. I just went and found found something that looked good. It was called Pattaya Rent a Car. They actually brought it right to my condo. They're going to pick it back up from there when I'm done with it. I paid them, did the paperwork, everything right there in my condo. Couldn't have been easier. So I'll let you know at the end of the trip how everything worked out, but my first experience with that. This is a look at Pattaya Thai. They have really... They've really improved Pattaya Thai. Remember, just a couple months ago, it was all dug up. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave this one off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.